What's going on, guys? This is Andrew with Blue Circle Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing an introduction to Contractors Exfilzone. Okay, so this is pretty much like your home base. You've got all your water, snacks, all that stuff right here. Got weapons over here. You can store things on these walls, or you can throw stuff up here. I've got one of my vests hanging there. You can hang your backpacks up right here. Same deal over here. You can hang backpacks on these guys, vests, helmets. Then we've got some ammunition over here. We've got these things here, which if you hold up to something, it tells you what it is. You can see I've got M16A2 there, 1911 45 right there. It's useful when you're out in the world and you're first start playing this, trying to figure out what things are. This here is your main computer you're going to be using. You can click tasks, and all these guys that are up in the marketplace will give you a task, and you can see how far along in that task you are right here. Once you submit whatever objects they need, you will get rewards. You scroll down, you can see this is what the rewards are. Whenever you buy something from the marketplace upstairs, it comes over here, and it's in this machine. Then you just have to click it for it to come out on the conveyor belt. For example, if I wanted this pistol tactical rail, click, and some 9mm, click, and then it's right here. If you want to upgrade your hideout, just click hideout, and then these two things will be the first ones you can do here. Click them, and it'll tell you what you need. For example, the only other things I need to unlock this one are 2 sets of nuts and 1 hammer. If you want to sell things, simply click sell, and then you can scroll through here and see everything that's in this box right here. And for example, if I wanted to sell like this mouse, I'll just click it, tell me how much I could get for it. Then you can choose who to sell it to over here. This particular mouse, everyone's giving me the exact same price for, so I could just click here, click sell. As you see, I just gained that amount of money. If you click this procurement tab, then you can see some of the things that the people upstairs in the market are looking for. You can go through all these. Highly suggest before you sell anything, you go through all of these. Make sure they don't need anything before you sell it. Same way with the tasks. I recommend going through here, making sure that you don't sell something that you have that these guys need. Once you're ready to actually get out in the world, you can simply click one of these 3 areas. For example, let's go to the suburb. And then you've got the option contractor or scavenger. What's the difference between contractor and scavenger? Contractor, you can go over here, get your vest, your backpack, any headgear that you want there, whatever weapons you want to take with you. You take all that with you out into the field, but if you die, you lose all of it. Also, pretty much anyone you come in contact while you're playing as a contractor will be hostile towards you. Both scavengers and other contractors generally. Now, if you play as a scavenger, you don't take any of this stuff with you. You get spawned with a random loadout. The positive to that is other AI players, scavengers, will not attack you unless you attack them first. And you don't have to worry about losing anything because you didn't take anything in here with you. Granted, if you find anything out in the world, get killed as a scavenger or a contractor, you're going to lose it. But you're not losing anything in here because you didn't take it with you. Another thing is that while you're playing as a contractor, you can do these tasks. For example, go here, find this. As a scavenger, you can't do these tasks. You can still do pick up things and get the procurements that you need, but you cannot do the tasks as a scavenger. These things will not be there. So if you want to go to the market, simply click B on the controller, click the market right here, and then you spawn in right here, and you can go over here to Maggie is this girl's name, and you can buy any of these things that you have unlocked and have the money for, obviously. She specializes in healthcare and snacks. This guy over here has AK-47s, a lot of 5.45 ammunition, things like that. This gentleman over here, just like downstairs, pretty much the same deal. You can just click on your hideout downstairs and upgrade from here. This gentleman here has most of the guns that I normally use. I like this right here, this here, I usually get most of my ammunition magazines from him as well. I like this attachment right here. Usually attach that on most of the weapons that I'm using. It's a red dot attachment. This guy over here has more, headgear, vests, backpacks, pouches, things like that. Okay, so I just loaded into the world as a scavenger, and this is my random loadout. You'll always get one of these things with you, which is good because what you want to do is grab it. Secondary trigger grabs it, then the main trigger, click it, and it shows you an expanded version of the map. And you can click here to change how zoomed in to the map you are. You can also click and drag to look at where you want to go. These green areas are the exfil zones. Basically, you want to make it there in order to make it out of the map. So you want to run around, scavenge some stuff, and then get to the exfil zone so you can go back to your HQ with a bunch of new stuff that you can either sell or use to upgrade your base or complete tasks that have been asked of you. Another thing is when you pull this up and you see that countdown timer right there, it's at 13 minutes, 13 seconds right now. That's how much time you've got to get to an exfil zone. If you don't get out by that time, then you die. Generally, when you spawn in as a scavenger, you start out late game. Generally, when you start in as a contractor, it starts out early game, closer to around 45 minutes. If you want to mark a specific area, for example, if you want to go, this right here is the mall. Pretty dangerous area because a lot of people go there because there's a lot of loot. But if you want to mark it, simply click the main trigger, and then I put this away, and you can see over there it's 520 some odd meters away from me. Now, if you want to grab your backpack, simply reach over your shoulder, secondary trigger, hold it, bring it in front of you. As you can see, I've got a tiny backpack because this is just what I spawned with. I got some food, lighter fluid, a lighter, and a bandage, right? Really what you want to do is get a bigger backpack you can find some at the mall occasionally. You might get really lucky, knock down another player, and then you can steal his. If we press B on the controller, it brings up our health right here. Highly recommend going through the game tutorial. I'm not going to go through all that right here, but energy and hydration you want to pay close attention to. If those start getting low, grab your backpack and grab a snack, drink, whatever you've got. Eat up, because you don't want that to run down. Now, as you can see, that AI bot, Scavenger up there, is not attacking me because I'm in scavenger mode right now. But if I were a contractor, they can see you from quite a distance away. He would have seen me coming down that hill. He would have started opening fire. And unlike a lot of games, these bots are pretty good, especially if you're new to the game. They will kill you. So if you're playing as a contractor, be careful. So whenever you find some loot that you do want to take with you, simply grab your backpack, pick up the loot, and then you've got to be able to fit it inside your backpack. Like I said, this one that was my default loadout as a scavenger this time, tiny backpack. I can't fit a whole lot in here. So you really want to be choosy on what you're taking with you until you can get a bigger backpack. So if you come up to a place like this and you see a bunch of dead people around, decent possibility that a contractor has already ran through here. Seeing as how there's an AI scavenger right there, he's probably gone at this point, or that guy hasn't seen him yet. But if you see dead bodies laying around, you need to be on high alert. Now, honestly, if you're new at this game, especially if you're playing as a scavenger, I recommend avoiding firefights if possible. Because like I said, this is a difficult game. Even the AI bots are pretty good, and they will definitely kill you if you don't know what you're doing. Okay guys, so as you can see, the green smoke, that's the exfil zone. So what you want to do is run up here, crouch down, and hope that nobody pops you before that 10-second timer runs out. I haven't had that happen yet, but I'm sure at some point it will. Okay, now we're back at my HQ. Honestly, didn't have that good of a raid, but like I said before, everything you come back with, you get to keep. So this random loadout that I spawned with as a scavenger, I get to keep all this stuff. So I'm going to throw this up here. Going to take this off. And generally what I do is leave this box in your submit item box. That way you can just put everything in here. and then sell it or submit it as needed. You're not constantly having to move things in and out. Also, once you place a scavenger, there's normally a cooldown time, so you've got to wait that time or play as a contractor before you can play as a scavenger again. In the beginning, setting up as a contractor, honestly recommend not taking a whole lot of stuff. This will be my general loadout quite often. A few bandages, a couple syringes, an apple, and a water. As far as the backpack goes, that's normally what I'll have in there. Because if you get killed, like I said, you lose everything. So I'll normally take a backpack with that stuff in it. Sometimes I'll just rock a pistol. Occasionally, if I'm trying to go through a task that I know is going to be difficult, I'll grab one of my rifles here. I'll usually put 2 or 3, if the pouch is on me, put magazines in them, and that's my general loadout as a contractor. I think that's a good, quick introduction to the game, some of the basic mechanics. I've honestly been having a ton of fun with this game. Most Quest games I'll play a couple of times and I won't play them again. I've already put 10 plus hours into this game. I feel like I'm still in the early stages of it, so I've still got some to learn, but it's been an absolute blast. If you guys got any tips for me, feel free to put them below. I'm going to make another separate video of some tips and tricks that I have learned. Hopefully that'll help you guys out. Thank you for watching. See you soon.